make it tonight. Thanks very much for the recorders that are coming on. We haven't started yet, but yeah. So Mike from Joburg, we've got New York in the house, we've got USA people, Belgium, there we go, Europe, Grenada, geez, in the Caribbean, KwaZulu-Natal, Tennessee, came all USA peeps, Detroit, Michigan, there we go. So a lot of American states are here. Cold in Johannesburg, South Africa, Nashville, Tennessee, awesome. Arizona in the house as well, Gail. SA, Cape Town, Sandton, another Jonas, Gauteng, Joburg, ticks. A lot of Americans and South Africans, a little bit of sporadic Europeans here. Thank you very much for joining. That's awesome. We love the community. We love to grow our community. And let's really talk about this card. And let me dive straight in. Just during this call, if you've got a question or something that I may have you've misunderstood, please type in the Q&A section in the Q&A area at the bottom there under More button. The More button in Zoom, there's a Q&A section. You could type a question. Bruce might be able to even answer some of those while I'm speaking. I'll bring Bruce on towards the end. Let me just make him actually a co-host so you can actually see the questions. Sometimes we do forget that. There it is, co-host, great now. And then obviously we'll be able to attend that. So thanks. Let's dive straight in. Let me share this incredible card. There's the Vault27 crypto card. I'm going to dive straight in and share my screen. Hopefully you could obviously take a look and see there the Vault27 card. And just know it is a Visa and a MasterCard powered by cryptocurrency, meaning you could spend your crypto. We've always looked, and I specifically looked at a solution where I was earning crypto. Either I bought it, maybe you trade in cryptocurrency, maybe you earn it through a blockchain-based platform. And normally we've got to send that crypto to a centralized exchange, an authorized licensed exchange, whichever country you are around the world, the Caribbean here, USA, etc., Europe. And it's becoming more and more tricky, and more centralized old school financial institutions are trying to lock down the way we spend our money, the way we send our money. And of course, governments and regulators are wanting to get their greedy paws on any gains we may have and things like that. So what we've looked at is a way that you could spend your cryptocurrency without having to bring it to a centralized exchange, and from a centralized exchange, convert it to your currency, euro, pounds, American dollars, South African rand, Australian dollars, wherever you are around the world, and then bring it to your centralized bank account. Because that process is tedious, it's complicated, it's certainly not private, and of course there are fees involved on a massive scale. So Vault27 is a solution that solves all of that. You can now move your crypto to the platform, which I'll be sharing shortly. You could spend your crypto. There's a whole bunch of other benefits as well, which I'll share. And what's also very cool, there is a referral, a 9-level compensation referral plan to encourage you to grow the network, to share. And everyone who is a customer can share the Vault27 card. Currently, it is a virtual digital card, which that means you can add it to your smartphone. So think of it as a card you can add to your smartphone. I've got my card here, right there. That's my card there. I'll talk about different cards now. So this is an iPhone 16 Pro Max. So wherever I tap with my iPhone, I can tap and spend. I don't use a wallet anymore or walk around with a physical card. So I can add my card to my phone. I can even have my card added to my spouse's or my sister or my brother's phone. They could have my card on their phone as well, and they could tap and spend it, or your kids' phone. You could do that. It's got a lot of flexibility with it, and you can add multiple cards on your phone with different spending limits if you're traveling to certain locations, and I'll talk about that a bit later. That's great convenience. We've always got our phone on us, and whether you've got a Samsung Android, a Google Pay services phone on the Android side, or an iPhone with Apple Wallet, you could virtually digitally store these virtual cards. It's available for $100 cost, a one-time fee. That is your lifetime fee for the card, $100. You don't have to buy the card in a year's time or in 2 years' time. You don't have to pay a monthly fee. You don't have to pay an annual fee. There's no renewal fee. In 2 years' time, when you get issued a new card, that then comes to you for free. So once you are a member of Vault27 and you've got your card, it is your card for life. You can spend crypto for life anywhere around the world where a Visa and MasterCard is accepted, exactly like you would normally have with your normal credit cards you've got with your banks. You could tap and spend. You could purchase online. You get a normal like credit card number with an expiry date and CCV, and you could do that available wherever a MasterCard. So forget that it's crypto. It's using the power of MasterCard Visa with incredible limits of up to $100,000 a day. $100,000 a day spending limit is awesome. Most people are going to be comfortable with that. but it is scalable even. So if someone wanted to buy a Lamborghini in Dubai for $300,000, we could even scale those limits. You could log a ticket through support, and we could scale that temporarily for 24 hours and then bring you back to a safe limit of $100,000, because that is a safe limit in case you get your phone stolen and you don't want to have, obviously, and you've got $1 million worth of crypto, you don't want it to be all spent. There's an unlimited deposit. You could put $10 million, $100 million on your actual card to spend it. Obviously, you could put $10,000, whatever you want, but just note your daily limit for all users by default is $100,000 a day. Your crypto, your card, it's fully on the blockchains. We've got a full decentralized exchange. If you don't know what that means, I'm going to go through that shortly, which allows a whole bunch of just different cryptos supported, mobile ready to add on your phone. Which excites me the most is the 9-level referral plan. And you can see why it excites me, because I'm a person that's got involved with blockchain-based projects. I've built teams and communities to grow and actually leverage off other people's efforts to grow the community. And it's a win-win for all of us together, because the bigger, larger community we grow, Vault27, as we start growing, and we launched in January this year, this Vault27 specific referral plan. Bruce has been around in the card space for many, many years, but this specific plan, which I customized with him when I got chatting with him last year, it's been running now for about 6 months. And this is really going to scale and grow nicely, because if we grow the users, we get lower fees from the banks, which is a win-win for all of us. And we've already dropped our load fee from 6% to 5%, with obviously a further reduction in the future as we hit certain targets from the 23 bank partners we have. We have multiple bank partners as well. Very, very, very cool. And this level referral plan, I'm going to dive into the actual card platform and show you what it looks like. So this is my dashboard. This is my Brendan. This is my live dashboard. And you could see for the old users, it's been updated literally yesterday. A very cool look. It's got, obviously, if you log on the front page, it's got a FIFA World Cup look. There's a soccer ball bouncing around. Very awesome. If you've taken a look at the login page, where you get, obviously, you'll send a PIN code to your email to login. So don't worry. Besides having your email address and password, they do send a one-time PIN to your email to login, and then you get some awesome access. We've made one balance due now. You don't have multiple wallets. You don't have a commission wallet and a crypto deposit wallet. It's a single wallet for you, simple for you to top up. I'm going to test that just now and show you how that works. That's very, very cool. And here's my card I've had. This is my card that I've had since January. And you saw it there early on. It is a blue Sunrate MasterCard. So that's why I've labeled it, and I could rename it to Dragon if I wanted to. It doesn't matter. I can type in anyone, but that's my card. It's a blue Sunrate MasterCard, but I can create multiple cards. This card does everything for me. Some people in certain jurisdictions say that at petrol stations, at the petrol pump, because of the new laws they brought in on debit cards at petrol stations that are very strict at the pump, certain types of crypto cards issued may not work. Well, Vault27 has solved that solution now, where you can now add multiple cards, up to 4 cards on your account. So you could go to add and now choose, and this is a new feature as of yesterday, add different cards, and you can see the basic recommendations or the overview features are listed for you. In case you are unsure, you can see which card suits you. Now, I know for in South Africa and Europe, etc., this black MasterCard, which you can issue yourself, works at petrol stations. So for people have maybe the original white Visa, I don't have that one, but some people in America or Europe, also Europe and maybe in Australia might have the white Visa. You can now issue yourself a black MasterCard, which definitely works at the petrol stations, and you could top up and load. Or you may want multiple cards because one is for your son. Like, I want to issue a second card, and my dollars I put $100 in this card every week, and I put $400 in that card. You can have multiple cards, and of course you can manage them all from one single account. All of them have the $100,000 a day limit. All of them are unbranded and private. Financial privacy is massive for us. We do not share KYC details with governments and jurisdictions. You are fully private with the Vault27 platform with its own internal KYC. We do a KYC, so we obviously adhere to credit card standards and ruling around that, because if Interpol come to us with a red notice, which is an international arrest warrant, and say, we've got a warrant for this person, we'd like to look at their transactions. They may be money laundering or weapons trafficking or providing help towards terrorist organizations. We could say, we've got a warrant. yes, this person is with us and here's your details. That's the only time we would ever give your details. We definitely do not give them to governments or organizations. This is based up and set up in Costa Rica. You can take a full look at the info.vault27 page. Bruce, type it in the chat box and send it to everyone. If everyone wants to take a look at some detailed FAQs, even assistance around Apple Pay and Google Pay, all of that's there for you to view. There's a great FAQ section. Take a look here. Probably half your questions or 99% of your questions, you could click through and read through here. We constantly try to update this. Please understand it might be out of date as of like last week. Maybe Bruce and I must look at this and maybe have to update one or two things, but it's 99% accurate in terms of getting your access to that card. So as I said, that's a brand new feature. Multiple cards. I'm happy with my card now. I'll probably test and add a card later. I'm not going to do that now on the call, but I'll add a second, maybe black MasterCard. And of course, you can even see there, if you're traveling to the USA and doing specific AI purchases, this Vault 3 type card is also available. I've already got this one. That's why it is grayed out. I've already got the MasterCard Sunrate. So you've got the options there. What's very cool, as you see here, remember the card is $100 for you to purchase. You're going to add a $10 admin fee. It's $110 to get your card. And then we have a first-time deposit fee of $50. Very, very cool. So if we take a look at the actual overview and the spending, there's an overview. $100 to the card. You're going to get a $10 bank fee, so $110, and a first-time deposit fee of $50. That deposit fee you will obviously top up and load on your card. You just pay the load fee of 5%. So it's dropped now from 6%. This is out of date. The load fee is now 5%. And in the future, it may go down to 4%, etc. Very, very cool and exciting. And the reason why we have a 5%, that's the only expense on the card. The reason why we have a 5% fee is because a percentage of that, of course, goes back to the community, us. We get 1% back in residual income. And residual income is cool because we can make commission on the card. And I'm going to go through the commissions, the revenue share, which really excited me and why I got this discussion with Bruce. Firstly, as you can see on the dashboard, here are the main cryptocurrencies that are supported. These coins are supported for you to send directly on a single deposit address. Very nice, which means if you've got USDC on the Binance network, on the BEP20 network, send it straight to your deposit address. It will appear here in dollars for you to top up very, very quick at a low fee BEP20. USDT we've also got on BEP20 and on the Ethereum network, ERC20, and USDC for Europeans that no longer can get USDT. We support USDC on both because we understand around MiCA and all that coming into Europe. And for the people on DAO, on a per term DAO, you've got obviously all the native coins available and the tokens available for you to send directly. And we do have a massive Apertum DAO community for you to send directly to this card without having to pay a bridge fee. You have to pay normally a 0.3% bridge fee and obviously more expenses and conversions to bring it to Ethereum and bring it to your centralized exchange, etc. You can send it now, and Vault27 will absorb the 0.3% fee. Very kind of them. They actually pay that themselves. So you don't lose 0.3% for sending your Apertum tokens. And of course, the Bitcoin Trends and Futures community, as well the BTAF community, we support multiple platforms, multiple communities to bring your coins directly onto your deposit address, and that's your own unique deposit address. But it goes even beyond that. If we take a look at the DEX here, on the top right, nice menu system we've got here. On the DEX here, we have got further tokens and a full decentralized exchange with your own wallet keys. So we also support Bitcoin. One of the only crypto card providers I know that managed to get Bitcoin with your own Bitcoin with key, your own Bitcoin wallet to send. That's awesome. And the XRP community. XRP you could send there with your own deposit address. How awesome is that? On a custodial side or on a decentralized side, we give both options for XRP. And of course, millions, when I say millions, obviously hundreds of EVM tokens that you can add here. So if you're wanting to send, say, Ethereum, I've already added some tokens there. I've even added Ethereum. There we go. You can absolutely send to your deposit address and even send Ethereum. You can add so many different types. Look at all these different types of cryptocurrencies, close to almost 700 other coins that is supported on Vault27. The Polygon network, etc., Avalanche, you can knock your socks off and go and
2,500 tokens now.
Yeah, how many are there now, Bruce?
Over 2,500.
Over 2,500. Sorry, I thought there was 700. So there's over 2,500, as Bruce said. Now that's awesome. I mean, almost any coin is supported, and I'm the only crypto card platform I know that does Bitcoin and XRP. Certainly, you could do single chain swaps and cross chain swaps and send to card and swap Bitcoin and Ethereum. Don't get complicated and go, whoa, this is complicated. This is quite hectic. But the techies and the blockchain and the crypto guys will love this. They'll understand what all of this means to do swapping of crypto on the full decentralized exchange available for all of these blockchains. Very cool. But simply put, if you've got your basic cryptos, you just need to know these cryptos are supported simply without having to go through the decentralized exchange. Single, simple deposit address. You cannot make a mistake, and it can get put there. Obviously, my transactions and my spending is all available to view here. My card spend history. There we go. I bought some pizza the other day. There's dollars coming off as I'm spending my card. I was in Hong Kong the other day, and then I went to Dubai, etc. Wherever I go, I'm just tapping and spending my card virtually. Now, if you're wondering, hey, those virtual digital cards are cool. Is there going to be a physical card? That is on the next to-do list. So we are going to bring physical cards as well. I'll wait for Bruce to talk about some updates after I've spoken, and he could share a bit more for you as we just close off this call on the Q&A. We've got a full card ledger, as you can see on the menu, so for the accountants and the fundies there that want to have a full card ledger with all of their details fully with their fees, etc., which you can export to a CSV or an Excel file. All of that is available. All of these features we brought along in the first 6 months of this year. It's literally 6 months today. I think we launched on the 8th of Jan. So I think it's literally 8th of July. It has been going now for 6 months. There's my current balance on my card. I can view quickly and simply my current live balance as I tap and spend. I can even convert and see what is that in South African Rand. That's 500 Rand. What is that in British Pound? Quick view available to see which of those amounts are. And I'm actually going to be in Europe soon, so I can even see what is that available on the Euro side. And I can see that fantastically. Now, before I end, I want to end off on the revenue share side, because this is really exciting. If you're a customer, you have your own referral link. This is your unique links. If I'm taking Bruce out for coffee and I'm tapping and spending coffee, and he goes, are you spending your crypto? And I go, yeah, would you like your own card? You can now share that card. And you can take a look that I've already shared it with quite a lot of people, because everyone wants a crypto card solution. There's 800 million people around the world with cryptocurrency. I can assure you there's probably not even 100 million people that have a crypto card yet from various options. And we've got the best option with Vault27. And take a look at the commission side, a 9-level compensation plan. So if I share my card to Bruce, and remember, it's $100 for that card purchase, excluding that $10 admin fee, I'm going to get myself 25% commission, $25 direct. I get paid directly. And the question is, who's Bruce going to share his card with once he starts spending it and getting excited? Remember, Bruce will put $110 in, $10 admin fee, $100 for the card, and then he will put $50 for his first load. And that first load, he will tap and spend, and he will get excited. And he will share that. And of course, anyone he shares his link with, it's free to share. He's going to make himself 25% commission, $25. The question, an awesome thing is, how many people is he going to do that with? But every single person he does that with, I'm going to make 12%. I'm going to make $12 level 2. And my whole network and tree structure is all there. And it goes all the way down 9 levels, paying a total of 65% commission. $65, 9 levels. That's awesome, because you can see since January, I've already made $7,500 through card commissions, 9 levels, and through people spending. You go spending. Well, remember, once they've got their card for life. They're not going to buy a card again. So in a couple of years' time, maybe we'll have 10 million, 20 million people in Vault27, and that's awesome. But they've all got their card. They're never going to buy one again. But what they will do every single month is they will top up lifetime residual. They will top up and spend their crypto rather than bringing it into a centralized exchange and a centralized bank. They're going to spend their crypto every month. And at the moment, we give 1%, 9 levels. We are going to hopefully improve this soon to 2% once we structure some good bank details with our various BIN partners, with 23 banks. But for now, it's still a lifetime residual of 1% that you get back, and the percentage split is over 9 levels. There we go, 0.5% direct, which means if Bruce is putting $1,000 a month into the card, I'm going to make $50 every time. $50 from his spending, from his topping up every month. And that's just Bruce, one level, $1,000. Imagine if I start compounding. And you can see now, as I go along, recent commissions. There we go. Someone's topped up level 4 from me. I made 6 US cents. This is drips of money I'm getting for free because I took action and I took activity to grow it. Level 2, 7 cents. Level 4, 20 cents. There it goes. 2 cents, 1 cent, 5 cents, 15 cents. It just comes. This is all today, the 8th of July. It's all in the last couple of hours. There we go. Someone bought a card level 4. Now I made $5. This is drips of residual money that I'm getting that I could spend for shopping, take my family out to a restaurant on the weekend. And that's what I've been doing. If I made $7,500 in 6 months, that's over $1,000 a month. Hobby money because I decided to take action. Eventually might start getting to $3,000, $5,000, $10,000 a month as my team starts expanding. And if I look at my full network tree, I've got 2,200 people in my community, 9 levels now. Remember, I only spoke to 64 people, and already 9 levels. It's grown 2,200 people because who are they going to share theirs with? Bruce is in Northern Ireland. He could be traveling to Croatia in a week's time, and he shares it with someone there who then travels to Russia, who travels to India. Remember, we open in all countries literally that support a Visa and MasterCard. So your network is available. Tie to view there in terms of who's in the team, in your community structure. All your commissions available to view as they come in. And you can really see available now, I've got close to $300 commission wallet, which I'm going to withdraw. I'm going to click the max button and withdraw and transfer that to my wallet. And that's going to bring it to minimum my wallet balance on that first screen. It's now gone to 0. And I'm going to go back to the dashboard. And remember here, we've got a singular wallet just available there, 29873. I really can see how much is that. That's almost close to 5. South Africans on the call. That's 5,000 Rand commission I've made in the last probably 5-6 days. Just because I took action, that's 5,000 Rand is literally gifted to me. Where else are you going to get that from? Any tool or solution that gives you benefits to spend your crypto directly? So I'm going to top that up. As you may see, there's a peer-to-peer button. Yes, if in case you're wondering what that means, you can now send people directly. If Bruce is in the platform, which of course he is, and I want to send dollars to him, or my partner or my son is in the platform, I could send crypto straight to their card platform. I just need their email address of their Vault27. Of course, we link with their email address, and I can say, I'm going to send you $50, for example, and I can send Bruce $50 straight across to his platform when he logs in, and he could top up. So you can send peer-to-peer and move funds simply on the platforms, besides obviously having new cards and all of those features. So I'm going to top that up on the card there. I'm going to choose, remember which card. I've only got one, obviously. I can choose at the moment, very simple. I'm going to max top up, and then there is the 5% fee. Remember, 1% of that 5% pays 9 levels. That's the residuals, 9 levels. And the balance of the couple of percentage, a little bit goes to Vault27, and then, of course, to MasterCard, Visa, and the issuing banks get the remainder of that. There's no monthly or annual cost. There has to be a fee earned. Otherwise, these companies wouldn't issue out cards and provide services on a monthly basis. And of course, Vault27's awesome development team, ongoing bringing features the whole time to the platform. That's how they make their money as well, from that small percentage. But the fact that I can spend my crypto without having to bring it through a centralized exchange and a centralized bank, you can work out the benefits there. I don't mind having to do a 5% fee to spend my crypto with full financial privacy. So I'm going to confirm that top up. That means I'm going to get $283.79. You can see it says, there we go, top up submitted, amount $298,783. There's the fee, the $14.94 added to the card, $283.79. And you'll see now on my card, my balance, remember, was $35.01. And I'm going to refresh. I'm going to refresh the screen here on the top right, and now I've got $318, just like that. How much I got now on my card in rands? 5,200 rands worth, euro, 279 euro, etc. You can see that. That's very cool, and it's that simple. And now I've obviously got $318. That's great weekend money for me. For most people, even in the Americans on the call, hey, $300, $320. There's some nice, a couple of takeouts, takeaways, maybe some Uber trips, maybe some restaurants, who knows, maybe a gift for your anniversary for your partner, who knows, a small little thing here and there. That's just residual income that I've earned. And we can start scaling it nicely by bringing people to calls that we do, sharing this recording, which I'm going to post in the community group on Telegram. You could join the Telegram group and the WhatsApp group. I will post the WhatsApp group while Bruce is talking for you to join in, invite more people to come in so they could get access to the various obviously Zoom calls that we do. But I'm now going to be handing over to Bruce, who's really going to talk about his story, how he obviously got involved in terms of the card space. He's expert. He's tried all of the competition, all the different card solutions out there. He is a tech entrepreneur. He's an individual who used to live in South Africa many, many years ago, who I met over 10 years ago, who now lives in Northern Ireland in the UK. And he's built up a great Vault27 exchange and card platform over the years. And I got involved with him to say, to make this really awesome, I've brought some awesome ideas around the revenue share, and we've launched this together now really in January. And this has grown in leaps and bounds already. I think it's close to 4,000 or 5,000 users already in 6 months, and that's just how it starts to scale. So without further ado, I'm going to bring over Bruce. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much, Brendan, and good evening to everyone, and good morning to all the guys in the US and Canada. Great to see you guys again. I see a lot of people that have been on before, a lot of new people. But my name is Bruce. As Brendan said, I'm originally from South Africa. I live in Belfast, well, just outside Belfast in Northern Ireland. And I've always been interested in crypto. And we've built multiple crypto products. And the biggest problem was always how to spend your crypto. I've seen people earn millions of dollars of Bitcoin or XRP or whatever they trade in, but they never know how to spend it. They're stuck with it. Every time they want to move it to their South African bank account or the UK or European bank account, they want to be taxed 40% or 32% or whatever it is. So I always thought there would be a better way to spend your crypto. So I've always been interested in the crypto card side of it. And I've tested all of them. As Brendan said, I have a whole drawer full of crypto cards. When a new one comes out still, up until a month ago, I'll purchase one, I'll load some crypto, I'll test it. Sometimes I get some good ideas, sometimes it doesn't work so well. But a lot of the problems are that it takes such a long time to load crypto and go spend it. I mean, some of them you cannot park outside a shop and or a supermarket, sit in your car, load some crypto, walk inside and spend it. It's not that easy. So that was our main focus, is to make it easy for the average person that's new into crypto. So yeah, now you can stand in a queue in a shop, you can load crypto, $100, you can get to the front of the queue and you can spend. That's how quick it is with Vault27. So uh, we have a very good product. We have 23 banking relationships, so 23 bins, we call it. So these are 23 different types of cards that we can use. Some of them have different limits, some of them have much higher limits. Some of them work well for AR, some of them work well for gas stations, some of them are good overall crypto cards. So instead of just relying on one, if there's an issue with the one, then we have nothing to fall back on. Now we have 23 different bins. We've activated 4 on the app. I'm actually going to share my screen now and show you what it looks like. I have all 4 activated. And these are my 4 favorite out of the 23. I use 2 of them quite a lot. I'll show you which ones I use. I'll show you my dashboard. And we're going to have all 23 up there eventually. Something that I haven't even told Brendan yet, each one of these bins, we can actually issue up to 200 cards to one person, but we have not activated that. We're just allowing one of each for now. But our functionality actually allows us to add or issue up to 200 cards per person, but we are only just doing one. So yeah, it's a massive gap in the market, and the missing piece of the puzzle is how to spend your crypto without having issues wherever you are in the world. So yeah, that's what we have. And then we have the DEX. Obviously, we believe in a decentralized future where you own your own keys to your own crypto. I don't think a lot of people actually realize how important that is. If you go to Binance and you move Bitcoin to Binance, that Bitcoin is not yours, belongs to Binance. They've got the secret key, well, sorry, the private key to that Bitcoin. So we found a way to issue everyone their own private key. So basically, you own your own exchange in that DEX. You have your own private keys for Bitcoin, your own private keys for XRP, and you got your own private keys to all your decentralized, we call them your EVM tokens, your USDT BEP20, your USDT ERC20, all of those, you have your own private key. So you can actually go take that private key, access your crypto from anywhere in the world. It's yours. Only you have it. Not even us or our developers can get access to that private key. It is privately encrypted, which is massive. And I think I've heard Brendan say it before, and quite a few other people, is everyone wants a decentralized future where you own your own keys to your own crypto. So you are being your own bank, which is very important. Now you can be your own bank, move all your profits onto a crypto card with our various cryptocurrencies we have available, and you can spend undetected anywhere in the world. So if Brendan allows me to share, I should be able to. I'll show you my wallet, and I'll show you the new functionality that we've built in. There we go. Can you see my screen, Brendan?
All good, yeah.
Yeah. So this is the new app. We actually pushed the update last night. We've been working quite hard on this. It was not easy because we're not working with one bank. So we're not working with one API to pull information from one bank. So we have 23 different banks. So we have 23 different APIs that we build in, pulling and pushing information from them for you to have multiple different bank cards with different strengths. So this is mine. You can see we've added a new header at the top. There's your card ledger, as Brendan showed you, your revenue share button. So I just want to add that we have one of the best crypto card functionality platforms out there. And thanks to Brendan and his team, we have such a good revenue share program. You can see how much Brendan's earned from referring. So we have a nice 9-level referral plan on card purchases and top-ups, which is quite nice. We've dropped the fee from 6% to 5%, which is industry standard. I have logins to many of the crypto apps out there, and they're all sitting about 4.5%, 5%. So we're on the ballpark there. Our aim is to get it down to that 4%. Once we hit over $1 million card loads per month, which we're very close to, we can drop it another 1%, which is quite good. Your decentralized exchange, your refresh button, and then the logout button. So that's all new. And if you go right to the bottom, we've got a new footer in there. We have a new marketing person. We have created a YouTube channel, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and a Telegram channel. I think most of you are on there already. So you can have a look, and there's a lot of daily posts on each of these social media platforms. Also, our chatbot. We have worked quite hard on that. This chatbot is running with Gemini and the new Claude Cowork. I don't know if you guys have tried it. It's amazing functionality. You can actually connect your whole business to Claude Cowork, and you can manage your business from a Claude portal using the brand new Claude Fable 5, I think it's called. So this is all running from Claude Cowork and Gemini. It might sound complicated, but it's next level functionality. So we've been working quite a lot on our chatbot at the bottom right there. If I just go back to the top, so you can see on the right hand side, we'll show you your total balance. So this is my personal account, your total balance across all of your cards. If you have a look on the left hand side, there's a little drop down. So I have all 4 cards. I have the Sunrate card, as Brendan showed you now, which is one of my most used. I'll show you just now. We have the white card. I think most of you, or a lot of you, should have that card. We have a black card. You can see I've named it favorite. And then I have my AR card because we have a chat GPT and a Claude subscription. So I can pay that from that card. So those are my 4 cards. So you can see if I click on this one, it will show you there's my balance, 1,112. If I go down to the black card, my favorite one that I use is $880. And if I go down to the AR card, where I pay my AR subscriptions from, I have $66 there. So the total of all of those is on the right hand side there. There is also the convert button if you want to convert it to your local currency. And then in the middle, once you have all the cards or even 2 cards, you don't need a second card. We just have the functionality because a lot of you are asking, can I get a second card for my wife? My daughter's in university in Washington. Can I get a second card for her? So now you can do that. You can have a card that's great at gas stations. I don't know about the US and Canada, but where I live, most of the spas and supermarkets are at gas stations. So that's important for me. From my house, I've got 2 roads. Both roads lead to gas stations, and it's my closest and easier shops to go get bread and milk. So I need that. Otherwise, I need to travel about 12 miles to the next supermarket. So now this is my main card over here. That's the Sunrate card. Like Brendan said, it shows you all the plus points on this card and all the negative points. Obviously, not all these cards are perfect. There is going to be negative points like Most of them don't like Uber Eats. I know it works in South Africa for Brendan, but this card will not work for, I think it's Deliveroo or one of them. Yeah, I don't eat too many takeaways. But that's my main card. You can actually swipe. There's the white card. I don't use this one too much in the UK. In South Africa, it works very well. There is my black card. I love this card. I've just come back from Albania. I hired a car, toured the whole coast of Albania from Montenegro down to the Greece border. So I use this everywhere. Then I have the AR card that I use for AR, and it is this one is based in the US, so it's a US dollar based bank or bin as well. So a lot of clients in the US like this card. So they're the four cards. Every time you do swipe a card like this, it will change your transactions and all the functionality at the bottom. So you can see here is all of my card spend history that I just received a refund from booking.com. But there is a lot of my spending. You can see some of them is in Albanian lek. And yeah, so there's all my transactions at the bottom there. So yeah, every time you flip a card, it will flip to your transactions associated to that card at the bottom. So all of this is new. We've been working quite hard on that. And a lot more coming. We have a Trello board we've got quite a big team of developers now and some marketing staff. On our Trello board, we've got about 2 pages of new features. And next that we're going to start working on is our physical card. We actually have the physical card. We've actually had it for quite a while already. We can do plastic cards, metal cards. There's a lot of programming and functionality we need to think of to make it easy. So you can have your virtual cards and physical cards showing here, which that is not too difficult to do. Just logistics wise, we need to figure out the best way to ship out these cards to people all over the world. I know there is quite a popular card program. They're actually having some issues, and I'm not going to mention their name, but they're having a lot of issues because of the logistics. I know someone in South Africa has ordered 2,500 cards, physical cards, 8 months ago. They have not received them. They're very unhappy. So we just want to be very careful with that. Once we have everything ironed out, because these physical cards are going to come from 23 different banks. We need to find out a way to get those cards to everyone all over the world in time, and not keep anyone waiting. We don't want to have hassles. We chat to a lot of the top network marketers and the big crypto guys all over the world. Most of I'd say 95% of them prefer a virtual card. As Brendan said, not everyone goes out with their wallet. I don't. I use everything from Apple Pay. It's only Montenegro that I go to quite often where they like cash. So I would probably take this with so I can get cash. Otherwise, Apple Pay is good enough all over the world. I know I've been reading some of the messages in the chat here. I think there's a couple of people asking about physical cards. I know they want those ASAP. We're all working on it. But yeah, once you have the physical card, you can add those to your Apple Pay as well, so you can use it virtually. And then you also have the card to withdraw cash if you need it. So yeah, coming very soon. And like I said, we've got 2 pages of new features that we want to integrate. So yeah, we're busy with all of that. But yeah, thank you very much for having me here, Brendan. And a lot more coming soon. And yeah, we will. I know a lot of people asking about this physical card, so we'll start working on that very soon. So thank you very much, Brendan.
Cool, thanks, Bruce. Okay, awesome, guys. As you can see, lots of exciting features that are coming through there. And yeah, thanks very much for joining on here. Obviously, like close to 125 odd people. And let's grow this community, guys. As Bruce said, once we hit those certain thresholds, we get even lower fees, and that's going to benefit all of us. And obviously, we could bring more and more features as the development team thinks of. And of course, wish list from you guys. We love, and Bruce will agree. We love feedback from you guys. So if you message in the support function, Bruce, maybe just send the support link there. If anybody's got issues, our support team's fantastic. People that have fed back to me personally, though I'm quite technical, I don't normally log tickets with support. They've just said that they said contact with support from this time, that time, and whether they're in America or they're in Australia, it doesn't matter the time zones. They've had great feedback. They haven't waited 48 hours for a reply. So we do pride ourselves, and I say we, I mean, obviously, Bruce and his team. I'm very proud in terms of what they've done in terms of the community, looking after the community with their support team. There's some fantastic development, some fantastic people in the support team that help you guys, guide you, get into adding your cards in case you're stuck on Android or Apple and things like that. But it's actually fairly simple if you follow the steps. And of course, I think Bruce, we're also going to be making a tutorial video. Wasn't there a tutorial video that's going to come out soon? A little.
Yes, yeah, sorry, I forgot to mention that. So for the new people joining, so we've added a lot of features. As Brendan said, we think we know everything, but we don't. And we love your a lot of you guys have been involved in crypto probably longer than us, network marketing much longer than us. So we love your feedback. Brendan comes to me almost every day with new features, and we put everything on our Trello boards to see if we can add it. So the app is quite complex. We have decentralized exchanges. We've got Bitcoin, XRP wallet addresses. So for a brand new person in crypto, it could be daunting to see all these colors. We have some quite bright colors there. So we're going to have a onboarding guide. Once you register, you get access into the app. It will show you step one. This is where you find this information. Step two, you find this there. Step three. So once someone goes through the full onboarding step-by-step guide, you should know where everything is. So yeah, we are working on that. We actually have one of our junior developers busy with that now. We're actually busy testing. So yeah, that'll come soon.
So that's soon, guys. That's a couple of weeks away. One of the developers are testing it. So that'll be one of the next features that we share. We'll share them on the Telegram group, WhatsApp group. I've posted the Telegram group and the WhatsApp group. We've pretty much shared both content to both. I normally just run the WhatsApp group, and his team on the Telegram side. But I know some people don't, may not prefer Telegram. And then we've got both options for you guys. But we will share the next Zoom. We will share this recording into the Telegram and WhatsApp group. Bring some more people, get some people to watch the video, share your link. Start earning some residual income, some card commissions, and top up and spend it on your card. Anybody could do that. It's a tool that everyone needs. Thanks very much for taking your time this evening. Thanks for Bruce for coming on. And we'll share the next available Zoom when we do, probably about 2 weeks from now. Probably on Tuesday, I think it is the 21st of July, will probably be our next call. We may have another feature or two there and some feedback for you guys. Invite for people there, but share the recording in the meanwhile to them and grow your community. Thanks very much, guys. Cheers, everybody. Goodbye.